Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Hitman23, and today, Sunday, I'm making a video on recent pickups and card show review and what else? What else? A card show review and a flea market review and what came in the mailbox. So put on your seatbelts, keep your arms and hands and legs and feet in the ride, and come along with me. And we're gonna check out what we brought home now. So yes, today, this morning, my wife had said, hey, you want to go to the flea market today? I'm like, sure, let's go to the flea market. And I thought about it. Wait a second. I think there's a card show as well. I said, what if we go to the card show first and we went to the flea market, because you have to pass the flea market to get to the card show. She said, yeah, that's totally cool. So went to the card show first this morning up in North Fort Myers, Florida. And let me tell you, I was really impressed at today's show. It was the two shows that Steven runs here in Southwest Florida, the Naples show and the Fort Myers show. The Fort Myers show is bigger because it's in a bigger place. It's in an old bingo hall, totally old school. It's got that old school feel. I love it. And probably of that, I attend probably 4-5 times a year. The Naples one, I will attend every one. As long as I'm home, I will attend every Naples show. So once a month in Naples. So this was the North Fort Myers show, and I attended, and it was great. A lot of new vendors that I hadn't seen at that show before. So I was able to pick up some really cool stuff, and was really nice. It was actually probably close to 75% sports cards and maybe 25% Pokemon, which, hey, that's awesome. Because it seems like lately, the Pokemon's been overtaking things. And I believe it was Big Scott who said there was a show recently where they had them separated, and the Pokemon side was pulling all the business, and the sports card side was kind of struggling a little bit, which I don't think is a good idea. I even spoke to the promoter this morning about that, and I said, if you're going to have both, which I still do think you need a little bit of both, right? You need a little bit, I said, hey, man, Pokemon's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. But you have to kind of intermingle it with everything else, because if you do separate it, then it's kind of, you're making lines, and you're making, this side. So I think it's best to keep it together. This way you're not having that issue of people just going to one side and kind of blowing off the other. So, but if they were blowing off the Pokemon side, I would have no problem with that. But nonetheless, went to the show, got some really cool stuff. So first thing I'll show you are the cards I picked up. First couple of cards, I'll just kind of go at the first table I went to. Picked up a couple of nice Judge cards. Picked up a 1973. It's the 2022 Heritage that is depictive of the 1973 Topps design. And it's a cool Clubhouse Collection relic of Aaron Judge's jersey. I'm assuming it's his jersey. I don't know, but it's cool because it's got the pinstripe, and figures, pretty inexpensive. And added that to the old collection, and very cool there. And I just also picked up this 2025. This is 2025. This all etch, nice all etch chrome of the Judge. So nice looking card there. And then the back, of course. And yes. There was a quarter box today, boys and girls. There was a quarter box today. And I'm going to show you what I got out of the quarter box. The first few things here. I picked about, 10 or 12. We'll see. You'll see them in a second. All these are quarter cards. It was, $4 for $1. So went through that, picked up a few things. Picked up this 2022 Brian Reynolds. I think that might be a photo variation. Not 100% sure, but it kind of has that vibe. And if it's not, who cares? It was a quarter. So we'll do that. And I got two of these because I can't have just one. I had to have two because one will go in my Sal collection, and the other one will go in my Blow on Bubbles collection. But I got this great Sal Perez Stars of MLB from this year, which I really dig this year's design. That one, him blowing bubbles. So one will go in the Blowing Bubbles PC, and one will actually go in the Stars of the MLB set build that I'm working on. So saw that, jumped all over that, had to have those. Just grabbed this Bowman First Chrome of Oswaldo Cabrera. He's going to be back next year in full with the Yankees. I like this kid. He's got good energy. Good all around, utility player. They need guys like that. So picked up that first Bowman Chrome. Again, another one of these Stars of the MLB. Picked up a Kobe Mayo. And a Gunnar Henderson. And I picked up this Jared Jones Future Stars for the set. And of course, when it comes down to the Rookie Cups, I picked up yet another parallel. This is 2020, 2022? Yeah, this is 2022 Pink Refractor Luis Garcia Rookie Cup. So I'm kind of going all nuts with the Rookie Cups now. Anytime I see one, I pick one up. And just keep that thought in your mind about Rookie Cups, because in a few weeks I got something to show you. I'm not going to say any more about it, but just keep it in mind. But picked that up, nice Pink Refractor. How about a Paul Goldschmidt, Stars of the MLB for the, I think I already had this, but I think I needed one for the Master Team set. So we got that. Here's just Rafael Flores in his gear for the gear binder, the catcher gear binder. Which I got to do my next video on that. I got to finish up that. Here's another one. I picked up another one of those for the gear. Cool looking card there. And then these were $2. These are in the little $2 section. So that kind of closes out the quarter cards. Didn't go absolutely nuts in the quarter box, but I picked a few things. So I went through the entire box, and that's the stuff that I liked. Wasn't sure if I had it, but I was like, it's a Donnie, so I picked it up anyway. It'll either fit into it'll fit in one of three places: either the Donnie PC, the Yankee Master Team Set PC, or the actual set itself. But I picked up the 87 35th Anniversary Donnie All-Star. Hall of Fame, yeah. And then from this year's update set, I picked up the Most Valuable Player insert set they're putting in there. I got the Mickey Mantle. And I got the Yogi the Bear. Hey, boo-boo. Cool stuff. Guys, remind me, these were what? The originals were in the 1960 or 61 Topps set when they did these MVP cards. Remind me down below. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know. And then this really cool Topps Black Gold of Jacob Wilson. So that was that. A couple more cards to show from the show itself. Probably the two coolest cards of the show, from the show that I got today. The first one is a brand new card, a modern card. And it's this. I couldn't pass this up. This is actually in the quarter box. And again, remember when I said when I go through boxes, I look and I see things and I go, how can I not get this card? How could I not get this card? This is a first Bowman paper of second baseman of the Cincinnati Reds organization, Ichiro Cano Hernandez. Ha ha! Look at that. I saw that, like, that's got to come home with me. Ichiro Cano Hernandez. You got to, I'm assuming we know who his dad liked as baseball players. That is freaking so cool. So, picked that up, had to. And then the next one, my wife Elisa, we were at a table, and she kind of saw this and thought, what is that? And something I hadn't had in my collection yet. It is very vintage. And it is gorgeous. And it is this awesome, beautiful 1931 W517 of Tony Lazzeri. So that is definitely going to look nice in the old Yankee PC. So now I've added a card from this set, which I didn't have, so I can, knock that off the list. And think that's very, very cool. These are blank backs. I don't know what that's from, but green ink did not come onto the front of the card. But just a great, great, cool card. Tony Lazzeri he was part of that 27 Yankees team and was a second baseman for them for many years. So grabbed that as I saw it. Couldn't pass that up. And I think for the show cards, that was it. What else did I pick up at the show? It wasn't just those. I picked up some other cool stuff. There's other stuff I think came from the same table. A lot of memorabilia. And you guys know how much I really dig my memorabilia. So I got this really cool little Redskins pennant. Had to have that. I was like $1, I think $2 maybe. They were selling stuff to move. I got some really cool stuff off this table. So I had to get that. Speaking of pennants, me and Elisa both really thought this was cool. Being New Yorkers and all that stuff, we thought this would be cool to have. We're going to put this in our living room. This is a true, real pennant from the 1940 World's Fair. So I actually walked away from the table when we didn't get it. And then we got in the car. We were talking about it. And she goes, "You should go back and get that pennant." And I said, "You know what? I'm going to." I ran back in there. And the guy was glad to sell it to me. I got it for $20. I mean, this 86-year-old piece of felt. Got it for $20. 1940 World's Fair. Very cool. That'll look really nice in our living room. And brought that home. So I totally dig that kind of stuff. We really like that type of ephemera, as you would say. Next is I picked up this entire stack of, and yeah, this is brand new from this year. It looks like from 2025. They're New York Post inserts of posters. We have, I think there's Aaron Judge in here, Juan Soto. Guys, the newspaper is dying a slow death. Newspapers probably aren't going to be around much longer. So anytime I can pick up something from newspaper, I will. I think it's really cool. I got this one is dated from this year, April 24th of 2025. It's the Aaron Judge insert. So I'm going to get that framed and put that up here in the room, because I do have a couple of little spaces I can fill. What else do we have? We have this one. I don't know. We got an Aaron Boone. It's like a whole bunch of them. The whole thing was $2. So I was like, yeah, I'll take that. Got Booney. Like, why not? $2. I'll take it. We got the Airbender, Devin Williams. Not sure if he'll be back. He had a very roller coaster season with the Yankees. Finished off the season fairly respectful, actually pretty well, but struggled through most of the regular season. We'll see what happens with him. Again, you can either play in New York or you can't. You either can do it or you can't. It's a tough place. There's a lot in here, guys. There's a lot. How about this one, a Trent Grisham. I got a nice Trent Grisham. I know all you Yankee haters are going to love this video. Now, these I will not be hanging up, all of them. I think I might just do the Judge. Otherwise, the rest of these will probably just be stored away and nicely kept. How about Jose Caballero? I think he's coming back next year. You got the Jose Caballero in the old school barrel, looking down the barrel of a bat pose. That's a great looking pose. Very, very classic pose. What else? Oh, man, guys, there's a lot. I might not show all these. You get the idea. And Mark Leiter Jr., who was non-tendered, so I don't think he'll be back next year. No big loss. Oh, well. And you get the idea. These are just a bunch of players. I got the whole lot, the whole stack for $2. I figured, why not? What the heck? They're cool. Mind you, you're going to be seeing some more newspapers here in a second. If you're from New York, you know what New York Newsday is, or the Newsday. It's a paper that's sold out on Long Island, and I picked up a couple of those as well. I just got to figure out a way I'm going to store them. Guy said Life magazine plastics are really good for that. So I got this Monday, August 14th of 1995. The Newsday, it's the Mickey Mantle issue where Mickey Mantle passed away. So thought that was kind of cool. Kewl, cool. Cool in the gang. All right. So the whole, it's got the nice full page photo of Mick. And I think there's two here. There's two there. So there's another one. This one doesn't have all the insides in it, but just another picture. So, again, very cool. And that was Mickey. And then I have one for Tuesday, March 9th, 1999. This is commemorating the loss of Joltin' Joe, the Yankee Clipper. And on the back is a shot of his jersey. And the next one is this August 1st, 93 issue. And it's Reggie entering the Hall of Fame. A nice color photo of Reggie. Love it. Very cool. So grab that. This might get framed. I don't really have anything of Reggie. And Reggie was one of my faves. So I'm thinking about getting that framed. But we'll see. And this is just, again, in this box. He had a bunch of stuff in a box for like $2 or $1. I picked this up, and I think this, again, was something out of a newspaper. Because it's like newspaper stock, but it's the gum card lineup from Topps. The 1989 Yankees. I was like, I'll take that. That's kind of cool. You don't really see that before. And it's got just some articles inside. So I picked that up. It was nothing. And I also did a 1990 version. I'm not sure if that goes, if that's part of this. I'm not sure. But this is kind of a standalone. It's also got the Mets as well. It's got the Mets and the Yankees from 1990. Those glorious teams. Those glorious early 90s Yankee teams. When you watch highlights, there's like nobody in the stadium. It's really weird. It's really weird. This was a must. This is a must. And I totally even forgot these existed. I had the baseball versions. I forgot that there was a football version. I picked up the 1983 Topps football sticker album because look what is on the cover. It's my Redskins winning the Super Bowl against the Dolphins in Super Bowl 17. Very, very cool. And the very last page here, we can see the Redskins right there, missing a couple of stickers. I wouldn't mind finishing this album up. We got the Dexter Manley rookie sticker right there. That's cool. But very, very cool piece. I think I have a sealed box of the stickers back over the back of my chair over there. And remember that if you remember these from back in the day, the center were kind of color pictures that you could get stickers and fill in the little spaces with the sticker. So that's the championship game. And then the center usually was like the All-Stars or the All-Pros, the Pro Bowlers. So there's that. Very nice. Got my Tony Peters down here. And then on the back of this one, we have what? The Super Bowl. There's the Super Bowl. There we go. Great stuff. Great stuff. $2. $2. I'll pay that every day and twice on Sundays. Now, this is something very cool. Don't know where it came from, but it's a poster. And I was like, oh, let me open it up and see what it is. It may have come from one of those school book fairs. I'm not sure. But it's cool. I totally dig the vibe of it. It's from 1981. It's the company is Treat Hobby Products out of Carlstadt, New Jersey, and Fullerton, California. And it's cool. It's this Major League team map. I'm a map guy. I like maps, all sorts of maps. And I don't know. I really thought that was cool. Not sure what I'm going to do with it right now. I don't have space for this on my wall if I did frame it. That's going to take a pretty big frame. So I'm just going to stay nicely, neatly folded up. But I don't know. I just kind of thought that was very cool. So, yeah, that's the kind of stuff I dig. That is fun stuff. Looks cool. I was watching something on, I think it was Facebook yesterday. And the guy was talking about how, like, the world in, like, design and the world around us has been, like, stripped of color. Like, if you notice, cars are either white, black, gray, silver. There's no colors like there was back in the 70s and the 80s. You know, houses are very stark white and gray and very sterile looking. And they were showing comparisons of different things from, like, you know, 30, 40, 50 years ago to now, and how everything now is just kind of whitewashed and plain. I dig color, man. That's what I like. I like color. I like boldness. I like that kind of stuff. Here is an issue of Sports Illustrated I did not have, with an Oakland A on the cover. It's this October 22nd, 1990 issue with the Eck. Didn't have that, so jumped on that when I saw it. Now I'll have to get that a nice floating frame so I can put it up there with the rest. But it'll be an odd number, so that means I have to find another one I don't have. I know there's a few I don't have, so I have to do things, you know, even. I don't want to have an odd number up there, but that'll kind of go on a back burner until I get another issue and some more frames. Yeah, a lot of periodicals in this video. This is really cool. I got this 1951 Complete Baseball Fall Edition. Very cool. From the editors of Sport Life magazine. So we got some really great players on the front of this one here. We got Yogi and Jackie. Got Bob Feller, Ralph Kiner. That is cool. Too cool for school. And on the back, of course, we have Charles Atlas doing his, you know, pump and iron. Gotta love that. That is awesome. I'm all over these when I see them, these kind of magazines. And then we've got this cool, just a photograph of Casey, Joe, maybe Whitey, Yogi, and Mickey. I think that's Whitey Ford in the middle. I'm pretty sure it is. But again, they're probably taken at an old-timers game. I'm sure it is, because, I mean, Joe has got gray. I mean, that's not playing days photos of those guys. But, yeah, I thought that would be cool to frame up, or maybe just put in a binder and in the Ultra Pro like that. Put it in a binder and, you know, cool. Thought it was cool. Again, it was like $2. And then last but not least, anytime I find these with cards in them, I will buy them. This is an August of '89 issue of Baseball Cards magazine. It's got Gator Mike on the front, rest in peace. But it's got the cards inside. And anytime I can pick up a Baseball Cards magazine with the cards inside intact, it's cool. It's got the Nolan Ryan, Dwight Gooden. And who's that right there? Orel Hershiser. And then I think these are kind of underappreciated. And the front cards are Brett Saberhagen, Eric Hansen, and Raja. So, as for show pickups, I think that's it. No more show pickup stuff. Now we went to we're going to change pace and go to the flea market. Did pick up a few things at the flea market. Nothing crazy. Cool little things. Anytime I find anything Redskins, I try to buy it. As long as it's not too over the top, I will get it. Love my Christmas decorations. So I did not have this version. I have another version of a Redskins ball, but I had to pick up the Redskins ball. Had to have that for the tree. So we got that. We got this awesome, this is from Super Bowl 26, VI 26, right? Yeah. Yeah. XXVI 26. Oh, no. This is commemorating all 3 Redskins Super Bowl wins. So you got 17, 26, and 17. Yeah, 17, 26, and 22. Anytime. Those are just cool. Very cool. I will not be drinking out of that glass. It'll be over here on my little display of my Redskin shrine. So got that. And what else? Oh, if you guys didn't know, I also picked up, didn't have this. And it's kind of messy looking, but it's going to be opened. And kind of a complete change of pace, gear change from baseball cards. I picked up this action figure of Tan Wee. She was I think it was a she character. One of the cloners from Attack of the Clones. So I'll be bopping that out of the packaging. And I have a fairly nice sized Star Wars figure collection. I do not really collect them anymore. They've gone way over the top in price. These 3.5 inch or whatever they are, 3.25 inch figures are like $17 or $18. I just, it's ridiculous. If I buy them, I buy the black one, the black label ones, which are like 6 inch, and they're much more, to me, give you much more value. But the ones I don't have from those runs back, I call them like the second wave, because the original wave, you know, that's the vintage stuff. This is the non-vintage kind of second wave of things. I didn't have that one, so I picked that one up. I also picked up a figure of, this is a cool one. I do like these a lot. I do have a nice collection of DC Multiverse figures. I picked up the figure of Mirror Master. So I like those a lot. They're very well done. I'm a little bummed that McFarlane's not doing them anymore. But I open these. I don't keep them sealed. I only have a few sealed. But I open these and display them. I think they look really cool displayed. And I cut the backs out, and I actually put these in a binder, the artwork from the back. So that's cool. And then the stuff that came in the mail this week. This is pretty cool. A buddy of mine has a friend who makes like wallets and like credit card holders out of old baseball mitts. So when he found out I like baseball, he said, dude, I'll send you one. So I got this cool little, it's more for like credit cards and maybe like, you know, if you're going to carry maybe cash, you can just put that in there. But it's just an old baseball mitt. You know, why waste it? It's kind of cool, man. Leather's around forever. It's not going to really, you know, it doesn't biodegrade. So there you go. It's a cool little wallet. So, and then the last few things I'm going to show, a couple of cards I picked up in the mail this week. Got this one I've been wanting for a long time. It is the Heritage Rookie card of J-Ram. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous card. That it is out of the 2014 Topps Heritage High Number Series. Just a great pose. Beautiful coloring on that card. Just awesome. Awesome card of an awesome player. I got this one in. This is a cool one. This is from this year. It is a photo variation of Paul Skeens. So, like I said, I'm on top of those rookie cups, guys. I keep grabbing them. I got from Topps. I got in the living set rookie card of Nick Kurtz. And then I didn't have a one-touch for him because I one-touch all my living set cards. So I didn't have the one-touch for him. So I had to take the one-touch from another player and then put that card in a Mad Pro. And I did the 2017 team set Aaron Judge rookie card. So that's it, guys. 30 minutes of bliss. Bliss, I tell you. I think I showed you everything. I hope I showed you everything. If not, I'll show you on the next video. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Hope everybody's enjoying their collections. I know who you are out there who are enjoying your collections. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. And the cardboard God shine down upon each and every one of you. And what am I going to take you out with today? I might as well do it. I mean, it's a 1931 card. we'll go out with this one. I think it's appropriate. All right, guys. I'll see you at the next video. Peace. Later.